Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tabitha, and today we are going to talk about how to pay off your debt. So, what are some of the reasons that would make you want to be debt free? Some people is motivated by the fact that they want to have more cash flow for themselves so they can invest it and trade it, or maybe use it to save for down payment, use it to save for retirement. So there are so many reasons why people want to be debt free. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe for more videos. So let's look at the agendas of today. Most of the time, these videos are the same style because we are not doing a full video yet. So agendas of today is like, what is debt? What are the methods that are used to pay off your debt, step by step process? What do you normally follow until you get rid of everything? What are the benefit of being debt free? And disadvantages and advantages of these methods that we are going to use to pay our debt off. So it depends on individual which type or which methods are you going to use to pay your debt off depending on your situation. Other people prefer one over the other. So we also have disadvantages and advantages of these methods. So let's look at them all together. So we will also go through step-by-step process of paying off your debt. What do you actually do? Because sometimes when you just say you want to pay without any activities that you're following, it doesn't really work. It doesn't work. You keep postponing it until it doesn't really work out. So you have to have that a clear step-by-step plan that you follow every day. So now let's get into it and see what is debt. So what is debt in your own definition? So what do you mean debt? So if you have something that belongs to somebody else and that is debt, so is anything owed by one party to another. So it can be money, it can be products, can be anything. So amount owed on credit card, mortgage, and car loans, maybe products. Some companies they loan out product to the client, and then the client sell the product and then later on pay. So that is also debt. So now let's look more into benefit of paying off your debt. So first of all, you become stress-free. Or sometimes if you have so many debts, it's all coming at once. You don't know. You have to remember which one you didn't pay yet and which one did you pay, which one have higher interest, how much money are you losing, all those things. So it's really, really, really daunting on people, and it really can cause problem. Yeah, maybe some health problem because you're stressing about it all the time. So now let's look. Interest costs can be very high. So when you reduce your debt, it will increase your cash flow and you will still have more money every month that you can use for other things other than paying interest to some companies. So it reduce financial stress. So like I said, you don't have to remember now which one you didn't pay and why, it is going to ruin your credit score, all this and that. So you will be financially more on the benefit of paying off your debt. So it also help you in like building wealth, because the more money you retain every day, the more money you keep for your wealth building. And then it improve your credit score so that if you want to buy something big later on in life, so you will be approved, because most of the time they look at the debt, and if you have too much debt, it will be a reason why they will not want you to buy that thing. So here, let's look at more on benefit of paying your debt. So we have already looked at so many of them, but we have many benefit why you will want to be debt free, and many financial benefit you get once you pay it off. So long-term wealth building is like if you have that cash flow, like I said before, it will help you reach your goal faster than before. Tax benefit. So it also helped in tax benefit, also help in inflation, because then your money now that you pay has interest is more value than the money that you give. It's more value, right? So you better keep that money of yours now and invest it in something, and it will help you gain some financial freedom. Method of paying or for paying debt. So we have two methods that are very common and many people use them. So first one is debt avalanche. So debt avalanche is one that people use to pay their debt, starting from the debt that has higher interest to the lowest. So this has so many advantages. It saves you time. It also saves you money. So pay your debt from highest interest to the lowest. So this is how it looks. So regardless of the balances, you start paying your debt from the highest interest to the lowest interest. So you start with the one that costs you more money to keep. So, and then to the one that costs you less money, regardless of the balances. So in this case, you will pay the 9,000 car loan 20%, and then you will pay the 10,000 credit card loan, which is 18%, and then you will go ahead and pay the other one that is lower interest. So that is all about debt avalanche. So let's look at the advantages of debt avalanche. So how does it really help you save time and save money? So those are the things. So the advantages of debt avalanche, it save you time, like I said before. It also save you money. So it save you money. Reduce the amount of total interest you pay. So you reduce the amount of the total interest you pay. Reduce the amount of time it takes to get out of debt. So that is true. So the more interest you save on your debt, the more it will be easy for you to pay it off. Good for budgeting. So it's good for budgeting. So let's move ahead and look at some of the disadvantages. What make it bad at debt avalanches? You have to be very highly motivated and committed, because if your high interest or high percentage of interest that you are, is also the debt that has the higher balance. So it will discourage you, because it will take some time before you see things moving. So you need that high discipline and commitment, need discretionary income. Another one is that the disadvantages of another method for paying debt. So we already finished with debt avalanche. So now we are going to the debt snowball. So debt snowball, you arrange your debt and pay them from the smallest balance to the highest balance, regardless of interest. So it's just the opposite of that. So what you look now is balances and interest. So in this case, you have to pay the one that with the smallest to the largest balance, regardless of interest. So now let's see. So that one make more sense, and it also have disadvantages too, because you will end up paying so much interest because you are starting it with the balance. Okay, so now let's look here. In this case, you will pay the one with the lowest balance, which is 9,000 from our previous example. And then you will go to the 10,000 and then to the 15,000. So this shows like you are paying your debt from the smallest balance to the largest balance, regardless of interest. Interest will not count in this case. Just focus on the balances. Now let's look at some of the advantages of debt snowball. So debt snowball, it helps you build momentum, motivate you because you can see faster result. Faster results, you can see faster result, you see things moving. So it's much good to use data avalanches if you want to be motivated and keep moving. So that avalanches become no that snowball become the one that you need to use. Now we're looking at the disadvantages of that snowball. It does not reduce interest as much as that avalanches fast. It takes time before you can reduce interest. It's only pay down the balance. So you do not really save on interest. Take longer to become completely debt free. Step by step process of paying off your debt. Make a list of your debt. So make a list of your debt. You also need to understand what type of debt that you have, if some good debt or some bad debt. So which one do you have? Include interest and the balances. So that one also help. Step-by-step process of paying off your debt. So make a list of your spending. So you have made list of your debt. Now you see the list of your spending. Separate them by categorizing them needs and wants. So why do you do this? Is because you want to see things that you cannot do without. So those ones become the priority and the wants become optional. Step-by-step process. So we still on step-by-step process of paying down your debt. So we have already set up a list of our debt. Then we set up our list of spending. Spending including like needs and wants. And then now we can now go and then cut some wants money. So when you do that, you reduce the unnecessary spending, sell item that you don't need. So once you do that, you're creating more cash flow, and then this cash flow you use to pay down your debt. Okay. Sometimes you can go with the option of debt consolidation, which means you can go out and take a bigger debt that has a lower interest. And once you get that, you can now use that one solely to pay your credit cards, your loans, and so forth. Take a big loan that has a lower interest, credit card balance, transfer. You can also register for that. So that will help you to transfer your credit card balance to the card that is lower interest. So that will save you money and to help you to become debt free fast. Choose the debt method that you want to use, like the way we already explained, debt avalanche and debt snowball. So which one worked for you? So that one is personal choice. So you don't need to the snowball. Use the snowball if you prefer avalanche, or you use the other one instead of snowball. Okay. And then now what is next? So if you have tried all those and nothing's worked for you, or maybe it's not making that closer movement, you can go and look for a part-time job that can help you with the cash that goes towards the debt. And that's the end of the video. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching.